I think that would qualify as not smart, but genius. I also want to point out the Oscars were more than 6 months ago. He's still stewing over this joke. He keeps bringing it up. Quite a moment when a gun went off in Tulo's pants. I guess 24 or 28 people came from the FBI. Very quietly, nobody reported it. But they had people, in some form, related to the FBI. 4 or 5 were strongly related to the FBI. We have to find out about that. Ever wonder what Trump eats for breakfast? Hint, it's not avocado toast. Jimmy Kimmel spilled the beans on Trump's diet, and let's just say it's as messy as his Twitter feed. Before we move on, I'd like to ask a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing but makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. From burgers to Twitter tantrums, Kimmel's roast of Trump's eating habits left the former president steaming like an overcooked patty. But wait, there's more. Stick around to see how Trump's menu choices might just explain his presidency. All right, folks, it's time to dive into the greasy world of Donald Trump's eating habits. If you thought his presidency was a hot mess, wait until you hear about his diet. It's like a fast food fever dream come to life. Picture this, the Donald sitting in the Oval Office, surrounded by towering stacks of burger boxes. He's trying to sign important documents, but his fingers are so slick with grease that the pen keeps slipping out of his hand. It's like watching a toddler try to use chopsticks, but with nuclear codes at stake. Kimmel's got some zingers that'll make you laugh and cry at the same time. He's comparing Trump's presidency to a drive-through order, saying it was quick, messy, and left everyone feeling sick. Sound familiar? It's like America ordered a Bigly Mac and got food poisoning instead. But hold on to your fries, because Kimmel's just getting started. He's suggesting that Trump's diet might actually explain his whole presidency. Think about it, all empty calories and no substance. It's like trying to run a country on nothing but ketchup packets and those little paper crowns they give you at Burger King. You've got to wonder what Trump's doctor thinks about all this. Can you imagine being the poor soul who has to give him a physical? Mr. President, your cholesterol is higher than your approval ratings, and your blood pressure is scarier than your tweets. As the jokes pile up faster than the wrappers in Trump's trash can, you've got to ask yourself, is this comedy gold, or should we be seriously worried about the health of our former commander-in-chief? I mean, the man's diet is so bad, even the Hamburglar is like, dude, you need to slow down. His plan was to go home to Mar-a-Lago, play 5,000 rounds of golf, phone into Trump TV every morning for 10 years, and then die on the toilet. That was his plan. Gertrow said he believes his resignation will bring the temperature down, which, isn't that the last thing needed? I mean, our capital being stormed by the Buffalo Wild Wing of the Republican Party. I can't believe it's been 4 years. It seems like just yesterday, Nancy Pelosi was hosing feces off her desk, and then I think he said something like, he thinks he bothers me, or some crap like that. But wait, there's more. Kimmel's got another zinger up his sleeve. He's saying Trump's presidency was like a happy meal. It looked good in the ads, but left America feeling sick and disappointed. Ouch! That's got to sting more than the heartburn from a triple cheeseburger. You know, it's almost impressive how Trump manages to turn everything into a circus, even his eating habits. It's like he's determined to make America's arteries great again, one burger at a time. But hey, at least he's consistent, right? Whether it's his policies or his menu choices. It's all about instant gratification and long-term regret. But let's Be real for a second. While we're all laughing at these jokes, there's a part of us that's a little worried. I mean, this is the guy who had access to the nuclear football, and he can't even be trusted with a burger. Kentucky temperatures were in the teens, which was colder than Anchorage, Alaska. Wow. Kimmel's jokes about Trump's marriage must have hit a nerve because the former president went on a social media rampage that would make a teenager's breakup rant look tame. Trump, in all his wisdom, decided the best way to handle a comedian's jabs was to threaten legal action. That's right. He's talking about suing Kimmel for, get this, hurting his feelings. I guess in Trump's world, the First Amendment comes with a no meanie pants clause. But here's the kicker. Legal experts are saying Trump's chances of winning this lawsuit are about as slim as finding a vegetable on his dinner plate. One lawyer even quipped, "It's tougher to win a case against political satire than it is to find a healthy meal at a Trump rally." Trump shared a very heartfelt post about his son on Truth Social, writing, "Had this election not been won by Donald Trump, civilization would be lost." But the main reason Trump made a stop at Sprankles was to point out, I guess, how much they're overcharging their customers, because he played a quick game of The Price is Right. Apparently, 24 or 28 people connected to the FBI were involved, but nobody reported it. As the evening went on and the results came in, almost every anchor looked like a child, slowly realizing that no one was showing up to their birthday party. Ouch! It seems like Trump's legal strategy is about as solid as his hair in a rainstorm. You'd think he might take some legal advice and cool his jets, but nope. He's doubling down faster than he does on his McDonald's orders. It's like watching a toddler throw a tantrum in the middle of Walmart, except this toddler has access to nuclear codes. Kimmel, being the comedy genius he is, didn't take this lying down. Oh no. He fired back with more zingers than a spicy chicken sandwich. When Trump called him a third-rate comedian, Kimmel clapped back with, "That's First Lady of Comedy to you, sir." And honestly, I think I just heard the sound of millions of people collectively going, "Ooh, but wait, there's more." In a stroke of comedic brilliance, Kimmel said he'd represent himself in court dressed as Saul Goodman. Now that's a courtroom drama I'd pay to see. Can you imagine Trump versus Kimmel, with Kimmel in a loud suit and a worse hairpiece than Trump's? It'd be the trial of the century. Other late-night hosts are jumping on the Trump roasting bandwagon faster than you can say "Kofife." Stephen Colbert is out here saying Trump's angry tweets are comedy gold. It's like Trump is doing half their job for them. Who needs writers when you've got a former president tweeting like he's had one too many Diet Cokes? But the real MVPs in this saga, the fans. They've been churning out memes and comments faster than Trump can hit send tweet. Every time Trump fires off another angry tweet, it's like he's handing comedians more ammunition. At this point, he might as well be Kimmel's unofficial writer. There's something poetic about all this. Here's Trump, the guy who wrote a wave of tweets into the White House, now getting taken down by the very platform he used to rise to power. It's like watching a Shakespeare play, if Shakespeare had a thing for spray tans and Twitter feuds. But jokes aside, there's a serious side to all this comedy. Kimmel and his late-night buddies aren't just cracking jokes for the fun of it. They're using humor as a way to poke holes in Trump's behavior, to challenge him, to make us think. It's political rebellion, served up with a side of laughs. And judging by Trump's reaction, it's working. Kimmel's jokes are making an impact. But here's the real head-scratcher. What if these late-night laughs are actually shaping public opinion more than the evening news? Turns out, giggles might be more powerful than we thought. Kimmel's not just telling jokes. He's leading a full-on comedy crusade against the big man in the White House. And boy, is it making Trump's Twitter thumbs itch. Experts are even and saying that all this political comedy might be changing how people think about politics more than those stuffy news shows. Think about it. When's the last time you stayed up late to watch C-SPAN? Bet you've caught yourself chuckling at Kimmel's Trump jokes more than once.